Hey guys, welcome back to another stream. So this is Stonks Maxing Day 19, RJR Nabisco. This is something I actually have to do for class, so I thought I'd stream it here just so I feel like this is something related to investing and kind of Stonks Maxing, so maybe kill two birds with one stone. But big idea, RJR Nabisco is a big conglomerate back in the 1980s that had a tobacco business, a food business, and maybe some other diversified businesses within its entire conglomerate. This was a company that gained a lot of attention in the leveraged buyout space with different private equity firms and investment banks and the private equity arms of investment banks trying to bid up the price of RJR Nabisco and eventually buy out the company, take it private. Now, we studied this in class, and turns out KKR, Kohlberg, Kravis, and Roberts was the winner of this English-style auction. I think that's what it's called, English-style auction. And so, in this case, KKR ended up taking the company private and then managing the company for the next 10 to 15 years. Turns out it wasn't a really great purchase, ended up reducing the returns of their 1987 fund. So in this assignment, pretty much what we have to do is there was a few different types of bidders or people groups that were trying to take the company private, and each of them had different forecasts of future revenues, future operating income, and also the capital structure of the company. What I need to do for this assignment is come up with a valuation of the company using two different types of valuation methods. First is the capital cash flows method, and the second is the WACC method. And so capital cash flows method, I think, big idea, you're able to actually quantify in a dollar amount the tax benefits of taking on leverage. So this is a pretty, maybe I'd say, relevant way of valuing a leveraged buyout because it's in the name. These leveraged buyouts take on a lot of debt in order to finance the purchase of these companies, and so this is something that our professor wants to take a look at. I don't fully know the exact details of how this would work, but here I am trying to learn how to make this happen. The other method is using the weighted average cost of capital method, and this idea is just basically discounting free cash flow back to the present based on some type of weighted cost of capital. And so the actual cost of debt the actual cost of leverage, or maybe the leverage factor is captured by the cost of debts within the discount rate. So there's two different ways to think about this. I think what our professor said was the capital cash flows method is a bit easier because the capital cash flows method doesn't take into account changes in capital structure. Capital structure here, I'm just referring to the idea of how much leverage a company has versus how much equity the company has. And for a leveraged buyout, these companies initially take on a ton of debts, and that debt, the principal and interest, is serviced by operating cash flows, free cash flow. Okay, so that's the big idea here. And now I'm just going to kind of dive right in and see what we need to do. So our professor gave us some assumptions we can work with. Tax rate is 34%, risk-free rate is 9%, the market risk premium is 8%, unlevered equity beta for Nabisco is 0.7. The growth rate is 2%, shares outstanding is 229, subordinated and preferred stock beta. Also, I am going to make this a little bit cleaner, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Alright, nice. Okay, so we have assumptions, and then the Nabisco. Let me pull up the document too. Actually. So, does this also include portion of the business? Okay, right. Fixed tax rate is 34%. So steady growth rates. Millions. Okay, so this cost of equity valuation. Market value of debt, market value of equity. Okay. So there are some other assumptions here that we can make. All right. So market value of equity, common equity, begins that for 1989, 4 billion. Then grows at required turn of equity. Okay. So these are the qualitative. Let's do quantitative. Oh shit. Okay, wait. Quantitative. So quantitative assumptions and then qualitative assumptions. Where's that retired return of? Okay. And then we also have cost of debts are well approximated by the CAPM. So betas of bank debts and assumed debts are 0, meaning they are risk-free according to CAPM. Okay. So assume that common equity preferred stock and debt finance Nabisco assets. Okay. So we can delete this. Alright, so valuation 1 CCF, right? Let's make all of these. Here we go. Actually, okay, nice. All right, so operating income, operating after tax. Let's bold this. Maybe underline. Let's do a double underline. And maybe a double underline here as well. So this we could do as a percentage form. Okay, so that's good. I'm gonna highlight this as well. So operating income after tax. Okay, depreciation, amortization, deferred tax. All right, that's good. So we're taking this. Okay, so maybe for our valuation, let's also state the assumptions we would need for this. So I'm gonna have to probably go back into my slides for class and then grab this stuff. Oops. Assignments, modules. It's TV. Terminal value. Okay, and then capital cash flows method. Let's download this. Okay, so valuation. Let's make this a little bit bigger. 14. All right. So definitions. Okay, so let's define this. So free cash flow is equal to EBIT times operating income times 1 minus the tax rates plus depreciation minus CapEx minus change in net working capital. Okay. Right. Okay. Say, let's insert copied cells. Oh, shoot. All right. Capital cash flows method. All right. CCF methodology. Okay, so for the CCF, estimates free cash flow and calculates value of an unlevered firm. So I'm gonna bold this because this is really important. So let's start with this one. Actually, I'll number this. So 1, 2. See that value of debt tax shield is added to present value of future cash flows in an unlevered firm. 3. Terminal value is added to present value. Okay. Alright, so there's also another thing we should know, that the tax shield is equal to the tax rate times the interest rate times the debt outstanding. BTS, okay. Okay. Okay, where's my cursor? Here it is. So I think we're pretty good. Just payments. I'm gonna add this. Maybe add this here. And delete this. Oh shit, okay. Just rate. Let's do is equal to year end debts. Bring this over here. Set this equal to the year end book value of debts. Interest. Okay. Just divided by 0. Okay. Oh wait, let me delete this one. Tax rates. Tax rate, right? Now we have the tax shield. Oops. Okay, and then we have tax rates multiplied by the interest rate multiplied by the debt level. So this is not a percentage. Yeah. And I'd say this is probably a subtotal or yeah. I'd say this is probably just a total. All right. Wrap text. Okay, I'm not too sure what's going on there. Wait, let's see. Change these into percents. Okay. Change these into blue. Tax rate, tax shield. Alright, so discount factor. So free cash flow, present value, tax shield, present value. Alright. Times discount factor. That's good. So tax shield times the discount factor. What's this? Nope. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Alright, nice. Alright, so that's good. I'm gonna increase this one. So capital cash flows. Alright, nice. Valuation. Okay. So we have that. And so I think this right here is our terminal value calculation. Value estimation. Now let's increase this. I could probably delete this. Alright, nice. Shares outstanding. Oh, yeah, net debt is equal to 0. Alright, and then we have shares outstanding is equal to 229. In millions, I think. Could be in thousands, actually. Yeah, probably in thousands. Times 100. So I'd say thousands. Stock price per share. Okay, maybe this is in millions. Millions. So this is 47. So this isn't billion. This is like $47 billion. Okay. Okay, nice. net debt, so this is all 0. Okay, nice. Okay, that's tough, that's tough. Price per share, 208. Let's double check. Alright, so that's good. So that's the capital cash flows method. We pretty much find the present value. We take the free cash flow, and then we find the present value of the tax yield. We add everything together, and we just discount back to the present. So that's the big idea here. Now for the WACC. I think we could just copy the same exact thing on top here. So I'm gonna copy this, and then let's paste. Paste special values. Oops, values and number formatting. Wait. Let's do this. So equal A7. So weighted average cost of capital valuation. That's okay, that's way too long. So WACC valuation. Alright. So we'll do this in millions. Right. Okay. So it's equal A7. So operating income. Then we do. Actually, we could just do this. Operating income. Right. There we go. Okay, delete this, and then just expand this out. Okay, so expand everything out here. All right. So we have free cash flow here. And this is probably, okay, so everything here is the same, right? The next thing we need to do is WACC methodology. Okay, so the WACC methodology, what does this assume? So value is equal to present value of cash flows, future cash flows. Alright, so in this case, the WACC is equal to expected cost of bank debt times 1 minus the tax rates, and we multiply by
maybe later I need it
times weighted
glass.
debt weights
Okay.
plus
Maybe close. I clean the floor.
assumed cost of
here and come back.
assumed debts times 1 minus the tax rates times bank debt weights times assumed debts weights plus, okay, so RS is the subordinated debts, cost of subordinated debts times 1 minus tax rates times weights of subordinated debts plus cost of preferred equity times preferred equity weights plus cost of common equity times common equity weights. Okay, so this is a lot. I'll do this. Cost of debts weighted cost of debts is equal to, I'm gonna take oh shoot. Oh my god, okay, it's not,
It's a out.
Blanca, she going?
No.
I need to go open because I needed my
okay, nice.
thing because tomorrow I go for the insurance.
Yeah.
But I needed the paper for not for
Oh.
insurance for the
You need the
cover. See, apply because now
Cost
the
of
use my
equities.
car, right?
Yeah.
Center.
yeah.
And now I need to how much pay to see the cover or the cover for
So
I
you
need more
need you pay your
yeah.
WACC is equal to
Venga,
weighted cost of debts plus weighted
Karina,
cost of equity.
give to us. Don't bring P.
Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we have the WACC, which is equal to weighted cost of debt plus the weighted cost of equity.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we also have the leveraged beta. Hmm. Okay, I have to think about this a little bit. Yeah, I have to think about how this would work real quick because there's this relevering and levering part I'm not entirely sure how to tackle. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick, come back and think about it. Okay, I have to get on a call soon, but I was thinking about this. So we need to know the market values. Use market values for all weights are from market values. So, good assumption we have is that the, what's it called? So the market value of common equity begins group of equity investments 4 billion. Right, okay. Okay, so building the WACC is gonna change or I guess the cost of debt is gonna stay the same, but the weights are gonna change every year. So we need to find this extended relevering formula. Levered equity beta is equal to unlevered beta minus equity beta minus subordinated debt beta times subordinated debt weight. Okay, right? And then minus preferred stock times beta times preferred stock weights times value over equity. It's inverse of equity ratio. Okay, so we have, let's do preferred stock. Year-end book values. Alright, let's do this. So let's just take the year-end book values. Okay. So this is kind of like our debt portion, right? We have debts. Okay. So total plus total debts. Total equity. Total debts. So book value, we have total equity plus total debts. Alright. Nice. Okay, so that's good. So we have book value here. I think then what we probably want, oops. Oh wait, yeah. Let's do no border, and then let's do top and thick bottom border. Ah, there we go. Okay, so book value. Now we want to find out the weights of subordinated debt. So subordinated debt weights. And we also have the preferred stock weights. Why is this so low? 10. Okay. So we take our subordinated debt, divide it by the book value. Then we take preferred stock and plus do convertible preferred stock divided by book value. Okay, that's good. Okay, preferred stock weights, and then let's do equity weights, which is equal to total equity divided by let's do common equity actually. Do levered common equity beta. So this is equal to inverse common equity weights 1 to, whoa, shoot, 1 divided by this. Okay. So levered common equity beta, we take the unlevered beta, so let's do quantitative cost of preferred stock. Let's do this. So we have risk-free rates to 9%. Subordinated debt and preferred stock beta. Okay. Add this as a percent. Alright, so cost of preferred stock. Oops. I'm gonna get this real quick. Okay, so don't have much time left. Gotta go to the dining hall soon, but let me just try to get all these assumptions done. Alright, cost of preferred stock is gonna be cost of subordinated and subordinated debts is equal to 0.25 times market risk premium plus 9%, and cost of bank debts and assumed debts is equal to just 9%. Alright. So it seems like we take the subordinated debt weight, we multiply this by that, minus the preferred stock weights, apply this by the cost of preferred stock, right? And we take our unlevered beta, unlevered beta, oh shit. Okay, so let's try to quickly finish this up. We have our unlevered beta, which is gonna be minus, right? And then we multiply this by the inverse common equity weights. Whoa, this is way too high. Okay, oh, that actually makes more sense. You can have a negative beta, right? Yeah. I feel like maybe the weight of preferred stock is a bit high. Okay, so we have a levered common equity beta. And then return on common equity, just do is equal to the risk-free rates plus the levered common beta times market risk premium, right? Oh, wait. So what do I need? I need this to be the same. I need this to be the same. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised this is so low. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So 11% stays the same, but we want this to be the same as well. There we go. Alright, so return on common equity kind of changes over time as you relever your as you compute the levered beta each year. Okay, then maybe our WACC. I will work on that next time. So I think this is a good stopping point. I got 2% left on my computer. Some features. All right, wait. Nabisco cases, Excel workbook. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. Nabisco, Delmont. I see. Maybe I shouldn't stream this actually. There's a copyright involved, but yeah, this is a good stopping point for today. And then I'll pick up later in the day, or maybe tomorrow to see where I'm at. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.